Freediving just allows you more movement. It's a bit more extreme, it's got a bit more edge to it. It's more fun for me. When I feel like challenging myself and doing something cool, having a go, the depths can go up 100 metres or more. I hold the free immersion national record, which is 83 metres, and that's with no fins on, and you use the rope to pull yourself down and back up again. It's really nice. The training is very similar to any other sport somebody does. Like if you train for a marathon, you do a lot of running beforehand, and eventually it feels easy. Same with the triathlon. Freediving is no different. You train by holding your breath and doing certain exercises, and eventually you get really good at it just from training, and a certain amount of time. It's really not rocket science. It's a whole lot of fun though. So there's really 4 big factors in freediving, and we train those all the time. And obviously oxygen conservation, that's a big one. So we can do that in a swimming pool like this, and just using the minimum amount of effort to maximum propulsion, and that's what we're sort of after, conserving O2. And flexibility of the chest and body, and that's where yoga comes into it, as you'd mentioned. And yoga is a great way to get flexible everywhere in the body, and that's paramount for freediving because we shrink at depth. The other big thing is equalisation, and we do train that when we freedive. Every time we go freediving, we're training our equalisation of our E-tubes, and that's for going to depth. If you've ever done any diving, you'll notice when you do go down, you have to equalise those air spaces. And of course, safety. That's another big factor, and we're always training safety. Okay, so this is a monofin. Anyone who ever had a fantasy about being a merman, or probably more realistically a mermaid, this is the piece of equipment you have to have. Maximum propulsion, minimum effort. You can go a long way on this for very little energy expenditure. Fantastic and a whole lot of fun. Well, the longest to date that I've spent holding my breath is around the 8-minute mark. I had the Australian record at 7.5 minutes, but that was about a year ago. So I was thinking of training up to that again and trying to see how far I can go with it. It's actually really safe. Statistically, it's very safe, and when you just follow some simple rules, not too different to scuba, it's actually a very safe sport. And the number 1 rule is never freedive alone, of course. You always have a buddy. And if you have a buddy, very little can go wrong. It's actually quite safe. The extreme side of freediving, to those huge depths, that can have more risks involved for sure. But there's only a few, like a small handful, maybe 5 people going past 150 metres or 100 metres even. It's very rare that people do that. It does have more inherent risk. Okay, when you're going deep, it's a progressive approach. So you don't just go to 100 metres, you start at 10, then 15 and 20 and 22, 26, 27. Eventually you'll reach 100 feet, 30 metres, and 32, 34, 37. It's gradual. So we don't actually just go from 0 to hero. It's a very gradual approach, and that's just part of the normal human body. We can't just suddenly hold our breath for 7 minutes. We start baby steps. It's exactly like crawling before we walk, before we run. You know, your brain knows and your body knows, and you sort of get to a point where you think, I feel like turning around, and that's sort of a natural instinct to survive. It's a great family sport. It keeps you fit, keeps you flexible, nice relaxation so you can manage stress, and we get to see all the beautiful underwater world.